Could you give at Marks with Mike's podcast a shout out? Shout out!
Hey, yo.
What a maneuver! Mamma mia! Mamma mia! Are you kidding me? The irresistible force meeting the
Yo, you already know who it is by the sound of my voice. That's right, it's your boy, Mr. 6'9". JT back in this piece once again, and of course, I'm dealing with the co-host El Cheech.
Yo, what's going on? Back at it again. El Chicha en la casa. Let's go.
I see you over there, man, with the biceps flexing on me. That's cool though. But of course, we are joined by the unofficial, official intern / co-host, Mr. Casanova. What's going on, man?
Not a whole lot, man. Just got home a little while ago. Good to see you guys as always. And what an action-packed week we had in wrestling.
Yeah, everything was out there, man. Of course, we had everything that popped off. You had No Surrender. You had Elimination Chamber. You also had everything that went down. Of course, of the weekend. You had Black Wrestlers Matter 3. You also had OWA Good Trouble that went down this weekend. We had All-Star Weekend here inside the land. Man, bro, that's a lot. That's a lot. We had a lot go on, man. So, did anyone catch anything as far as All-Star Weekend, or we just nose deep in wrestling?
I mean, I seen the post of who was there and stuff like that on Instagram, but there was a lot of people that came to Cleveland, from all over. A lot of big names like, Machine Gun Kelly. He says he's from Cleveland, but he's actually from Shaker, and he has woman Megan Fox there.
Wait, when you say you're gonna say big names, the first name that come out your mouth is Machine Gun
I'm not
Kelly?
done yet. I mean, there was also Spike Lee. You see Bill Murray sitting in the crowd. LeBron James was there, another guy that used to be part of this city. So
Bill Murray was there.
Man, it was a lot of people here, man. You had Tiffany Haddish. She was
Yeah,
here. You had literally anybody and everybody, man.
you have 50. You got an artist, Lil Wayne. Everybody was up, I seen you had a third kind of close encounter with Curtis.
But real talk, I wasn't trying to have my phone out like that this weekend. Like that was just him leaving. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
you have to show it like that 'cause it's like business, but you can't help not to kind of, at one point. But
But it was crazy though, man. I had to, escort 50 and inside the building and kind of clear things out. Moneybag Yo was pretty cool. Literally dropped 2.5 songs and dip. All said and
collected and gone.
Yeah. Hey, and hopped on the jet to Miami. But everything popped off, man, this weekend. It was crazy. All-Star game. See y'all talking about Macy Gray, which, that's kind of messed up. I mean, whatever. Macy Gray always sound like that. Like, if you ever listen to Macy Gray, that's just her voice. That's how she sounds.
Yeah. Very unique sound. But, I wasn't able to catch anything. I haven't, with the fan. But it was too cold, man. Because I kind of regret, like, fuck, I should have gone, check that out. But, a lot of people seem to, have fun. Like, they had all the the pop-up shops and shit, what I mean, all around the city. So that was dope. It was a good look for the city. It's just cold as fuck, what I mean?
Yeah, and the city made money, dog. Do you know just to get inside the club when 50 was there was $200?
Oh wow. Yeah, it's crazy. And that's there. Imagine at the uppity ones downtown, you know what I mean? Like
Oh no,
when they have other parties.
yeah, $200, but it's usually like $20 to get in. But of course, we already
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
And let's go ahead and get into it, man. Let's kick it off, man. So big thing popped off from last week. I mean, of course, we're gonna talk about NXT. We're gonna talk about the AEW world as far as what's going on with Cody. We're gonna talk about, of course, the Chamber and No Surrender. And touch on some of these in the stuff as well, but let's hop into it. So we got NXT. NXT has a new show. It's called Level Up. They got rid of 205 Live. It's about
Yeah,
damn time.
RP. Yeah, I think they should have done better. You know what I mean? Like
Not
there
that
had to
anybody
be
watched
NXT
205
level.
live anyway.
You know, NXT level up. You know what I mean? I don't think it's too creative. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I could care, but you know, what I mean, there were some bangers there. I actually had it on. Uh, on Saturday after the chamber and stuff. And I seen it. It's just that crowd, man. That crowd in that place. It just kind of don't do it. You know what I mean? And it was somewhere else, like a different crowd, then it would have come out, you know, different and shit. But yeah, NXT. To be honest, I wasn't really like too, like impressed. Wanted to like talk about, even though that Esteban, what I'm saying, match with
But
with
our predictions came true with Vengeance Day. I mean, besides Escobar not winning, but
That was
everything else,
bullshit.
yeah, everything else what we said about Vengeance Day happened, like literally
Mhm.
to T. You know, Diamond Mine. You know, with they end up winning the Dusty
Dusty.
Cup. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So them boys putting on, man. You know,
Finally, look at Stokely, man. That dude, man, they've been wasting that dude's talent, man.
it's about damn time, man. It's about damn time, man. So it's good. It's definitely good to see that. Also, to have pop off, far as NXT, of course, Toxic Attraction retained the titles. So I don't know. I mean, I'm happy for the event. I'm just wishing that we really get a push in direction which way they're going, far as what we about to get from this new NXT. But I wasn't too mad at it. What about you, Mr. Casanova?
I mean, it was good, for the time it was on. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better show. I mean, compared to the previous weeks where it just seemed like a snooze fest. You just weren't enjoying it, and the matches just seemed like they were just put in there just to, keep the show going. So, I mean, yeah, Vengeance Day was pretty good.
Shit, I'm with it. If y'all with it, but NXT. Moving on from there, bro. We actually had the world of AEW shaken to its core because Cody released that, hey, I'm not signed back with AEW. A free agent, basically. You know, so Cody and Brandy Rose were, you know, at the inaugural launch of AEW. Cody's ability to combine, the statement they put out, blah, blah, blah. And some people in AEW, as far as the fans, are, basically call him a traitor, a Judas, if you will. If he does show back up in the heat, if he does, you know what I'm saying? Like that's some cult type shit. Like business is business, and if this is a word, which a lot of people think this is a word, some people think it's true, some people think it's a word, but I don't know. I feel like it's true, and if he does show up on Monday Night Raw tonight, then so be it. Like, but I'm not going crazy because Cody left AEW.
I
Yeah,
personally don't give a fuck that he left. I mean, I was kind of hoping he would, or at least like stay in the back and do some producing or something like that. But I did see an interesting tweet that, was reposted on Facebook one day, and I wish I would have saved it. But it basically said, "What if Cody and Brandy buys Ring of Honor and then, jump starts it again?" I mean, he's got the money
no,
to do stuff.
no, that's not gonna happen. Um, the possibility of perhaps they bringing them in for amount of money, you know what I mean, to run it, then perhaps I could see that happening. But St. Clair, that they could have sold it to WWE. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Why would they sell it to him? You know what I mean? Another option that I think he has, because I don't know if y'all remember, in the early 2000s, his dad released a book and he talked about his, Cody wanting to do movies. You know what I mean? And now with heels and stuff like that, that's out there, so that's an opportunity, for him to do. To me, New Japan, since New Japan running shows in the States more often, that would be a great fit for him. You know what I mean? But if he's working everybody like he is, like let's say somewhat at what Brian Pillman did back then, you know what I mean? When he made WCW release them, but they really, for real, just to make it look real, but he double crossed them. You know what I mean? They talking about him, you know what I mean? And he was overseas, so everybody thinking, oh, he's gonna be at the Chamber. Now everybody thinking, oh, he's gonna be there tonight. You know what I mean? So he definitely know how to catch a buzz, and he was detrimental in that. You know what I mean? And that company coming together. You know what I mean? Because pretty much he was the face going the rounds and stuff. You know what I mean? So it's interesting. You know what I mean? Like somebody of that stature in the company leave. You know what I mean? Like that. So I'm interested to see where he end up.
Yeah, it's a real interesting situation. Now, don't get me wrong. Like every week on the show, continuously. My opinion of Cody Rhodes, the wrestler, is as a wrestler he's good, but did I want to see him as much in AEW as I seen him? Not really. But at the same time, it doesn't take away from his in ring credibility. I mean, the man can wrestle.
Mm.
He can wrestle.
Oh, he got the pedigree too. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like his dad, the family, name. So automatically with that, I think he got Dusty's book. Like booking book or something like that. You know what I mean? That's
I
awesome.
mean,
But
he's smart. He's definitely smart and everything like that. I mean, but if he does go back to WWE, uh, that's his decision. I mean,
yeah.
like I always tell people, why are you so concerned about what's going on in other people's pockets? You know what I'm saying? If he leaves to go back to WWE, that's cool. That's on him. I'm happy for him. I mean, regardless, I want everybody to eat at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But this
Hmm.
whole, oh, he's a Judas because he's leaving, and I heard Vince Russo say that if he goes back to WWE, that Vince is basically gonna have Cody prove himself over.
You're gonna push them to the moon.
Oh yeah,
Another place is saying that. You know what I mean? Like it just he know what the fuck he's doing because there people talking about him. You know what I mean? Like even on the real, like when New Japan and stuff. Even though Jericho went over there too, but one of the people that was over there was Cody. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And
yeah.
but then it seems like he don't got that recognition for that. You know what I'm saying? Well, when he joined the Bullet Club, to me it was kind of like cause then again at that time it was like anybody that was who of name that went to over there became Bullet Club because I believe Jeff Jarrett and what I
Yeah.
mean the guy that runs Impact were Bullet Club at one point. You know what I'm saying? But to me, it's interesting. You know what I mean? Seeing Cody, uh, you know, having an option. You know what I mean to go somewhere else. But I don't know if he does go to WWE and they have him wrestle at Mania, and since by the way things change with Shane O'Mac and all that shit, Cody Rhodes against Seth Rollins will be a banger.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, it'll definitely be a banger, but there were some mixed messages like through Twitter. Some tweets made by other members like the Bucks and Omega, and it's a little. I guess Tony Khan and Cody couldn't agree
Mm.
to to,
But
to a
to
battle.
me, they're also smart too. You know what I'm saying? They smart because they're gonna just keep putting something. Because on the BTE, they had the young bucks like they were talking, and they thought that they were pretty much addressing Cody, and
Mm,
then it turned out to be something else. And then Brandon asked him like, "Hey, do you don't got nothing to say to Cody?" I'm like, what happened to Cody? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like they're not paying attention to that, so it's like kind of like, oh, we don't care. So
right, right, right.
And it's a go because it's just something to talk about. Don't let a lie get in between of a good story, and that's pretty much what wrestling had been.
Yeah, basically. At the end of the day, but AEW did have some banger matches on Dynamite. Of course, one of the biggest things that popped off to stop it off was Brian Dennison going up against Lee Moriarty. Now that was a banger. That right there put Lee on the map tremendously.
Yeah, and definitely, Brian Dennison looks strong. You know what I'm saying? That he still looks strong, even though what I mean, like teaching dude. You know what I mean, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So definitely.
Shout out to JJ in the building. Yeah, that was nice. I'm talking about them boys are going move for move, like kind of like Soldier Boy said, like he copied my whole fucking flow, word for word, bar like literally, like them guys were very in sync. And I don't think, well, of course, Lee has been like one of the best wrestlers in the Indies, for quite some time. And when he
Yeah,
got
from
signed, that was
Pittsburgh too.
yeah, that part too,
Yeah,
that part.
yeah.
But to see him go toe to toe with Brian Danielson, ROH future ROH Hall of Famer, you know what I mean? Like that's pretty good, man. Like that's dope for him. Uh,
Yeah.
I I think that was definitely if I'm Dave Milser, that was a 5-star match. But yeah,
No,
definitely.
I won't go that far. Call it a 5-star match, but definitely,
It's AEW.
yeah. What you gonna call
Everything's
it?
fine.
He held his own. You know what I'm saying? And Daniel Bryan, you know what I mean? Like when he started flexing at the end, like it's like this is light work. Like you know what I mean? He was controlling, like he was trolling with Lee Moriarty. You know what I'm saying? In that sense of, I mean, that psychology. Like I'm just gonna let him, you know what I mean, last a little longer because the mindset of people is like, oh, he should have finished him before. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Shout out to Lee Moriarty. You know what I'm saying? Put it on. But pretty much what I got out, that match, of course, he got on the mic, you know what I mean? And he popped up with this.
John Moxley, I want an answer. I don't stand side by side with nobody till I bleed with them first.
Mic drop.
Listen, you got to come get that shit in blood. Like what I'm saying. Like, listen, we got to be able to bleed together before we can even ride like that. You feel me? So you get like I feel that. That's kind of deep.
No,
I
yeah, that
like
was
that.
cool. That was gangster.
That was real gangster, bro. Like, listen, I ain't riding with you until I can bleed with you. Like I like that. I kind of
Yeah.
that's a T-shirt. Somebody gonna do it. That was gangster as hell. But what are we gonna get out of this? Because are we gonna get a match or are we gonna get a stable? Like,
Oh, I think we're gonna get all of the above. I think they're gonna have, you know, a match and perhaps just join forces and something new. You know what I mean? For the summer.
yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that, man. I would not mind seeing them, you know, as a unit. You know what I'm saying? Like as a stable. Like, what if that statement he made weeks prior about taking the Lee Moriarty and taking the Daniel Garcia and all that underneath his wing, and they actually do that stable. Like I think that'd be fine. That'd be real fine. But what you think about that, Mr. Casanova?
Digging it, man. But I would like to see those two on a cage since he's talking about, they need to bleed together first. Put them in like a series of matches, but make like the main final one a cage match. Anything goes.
No, I don't think it's series of matches on this case. Make just one, and you know what I mean, will be good because maybe down the road, because remember we going 3 years in, and this guy had throw everything in the kitchen sink. You know what I mean? Like all the matches stipulations. How many stipulations that they had in the last 3 years? You know what I mean? They're about to have their second uh dog collar match. You know what I mean? In the last 3 years, so
Yeah,
they're gonna run out of ideas. You know what I mean? So if that match do happen, let it that, and then have another blowout, down the line, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can see that. Like my whole thing is like for me, I don't need another series, like because we already getting a series of matches as it is with MJF and Punk, and then we just had a series of matches with MJF and Chris Jericho. We had another series of matches with Cody and Sam. Like, I kind of want to see like this whole thing where they're able to go down the card like Mortal Kombat style. You feel me? Like you knock someone off, boom, you go to the next person. Knock someone off, go to the next person. Like I don't need long drawn out feuds at this point, especially that we're getting it so much with what they have going on with these title pictures. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that what you call it? Definitely like so this faction. What I mean, we were talking about faction. The inner circle, man. The inner
Yep.
circle implodes finally, huh?
There
So
you go.
do you think it helps them the fact that let's say they went over a team that they're not actually a team?
They better get a tag team title shot then. They're more than deserving of that.
I don't think this helps Santana and Ortiz, but it got the wrestling world buzzing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's Jack Hager. Like ain't nobody scared of Jack Hager. Ain't nobody like saying, "Oh my
No, but
gosh."
they're not tag team. You know what I mean? It should be like a made up tag team. So okay, they pin. You know what I mean? Jericho
Yeah,
and Jägermeister. So
that's what
what?
I'm
You know
saying.
what I
It
mean?
don't make no sense.
Because it don't make no sense. Because on the other one, CM Punk. You know what I mean? MJF should be going for a belt. You know. So it's like I don't know that stats that they go by that they should throw that out the window because it don't make no sense. But it was good, man. Santana, he's a great worker. He looked good, his body and shit. No homo. And Ortiz, you know what I mean? Just a matter of time. And then again, it's probably smart, going 3 years now. Let's put the rockets to these boys and let them go. You know what I mean? And that should be good. Now, well, I didn't really care about the inner circle to be honest. Just proud and powerful because they rep. You know what I mean? A body. But
Yeah,
yeah, man, that was a cool match. But I don't know. I think the implosion it could have been better. The
yeah, but
breakup.
hey, we got Eddie Kingston back though.
Oh yeah, that was a nice pop, man. That was a nice pop when homie came back out.
Yeah, that was a loud pop. Like that's one of Eddie Kingston's loudest pops since like New York or whatever. But
Hmm.
I wasn't like I said. The match was good, but it's Hager. Like, mm. But
Yeah.
we also had,
You
of
know.
course, Mercedes Martinez going up against Thunder Rosa, and out of nowhere, I don't even know how this comes into play. How the hell did this happen? That's what I want to know.
Martin Cove.
Sweet
Yeah.
Linda.
Jesse Cleave. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
So now what?
I told you she was weak. Now finish her.
Baker Sensei.
Since
Cobra
since we
Kai.
What is it? John Cleese? John Cleese? That's his name in the show.
No, it's John Kreese in
Crease.
yeah.
Crease, yeah. So you know what I mean? They smart. You know what I mean? They kick tap on pop culture. You know what
that
I
part,
mean? So man, it a salute to them with that. Cause dude, you know what I mean?
never
Cobra
dies.
Kai, yeah. You know what I mean? No mercy. Shout out to the little kiddos. Hey yo, you know, hi. And that was smart. Smart marketing. She had the shirt. It was dope. You know what I mean? Like I kind of enjoy that little cameo.
But poor
Yeah,
Mercedes Martinez though, man. taking another L in that department. She's somebody that deserves a championship, in my opinion. She's been on the scene for, well, what, over 20 years now?
Yeah. Yeah, but her time will come. But then again, sometimes it's just like that. You know what I mean? They're the ones to make the other ones look good. You know what I mean? You know, for us, I guess, it validates them having belts and shit. But, yeah, man, I guess we're gonna get that banger Thunder Rosa against Baker, and I think this time around Thunder Rosa is gonna come on top.
Yeah, but if it
She better.
does, I mean, I don't know. I think AEW is going to ride the Britt Baker wave for a little bit more time, especially with this whole Adam Cole and Adam Page feud, and you're just going to be known as the other Adam, which a lot of people all say shit for, like, oh my god, he called him the other Adam. I'm like, I didn't,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But it should be a nice view. I wouldn't mind seeing it, but damn, that AEW championship is bigger than Adam Cole, which which makes the belt look bigger than what it is. I mean, people over here body shaming Adam Cole, talking about he got a dad body. Well, he got a body like a dad, and then I'm like, I looked at myself. I'm like, I'm a dad. My body don't look like that. Like
yeah.
so, but
No, nah, but what's call it? But yeah, then you know, uh, this shit, this shit popped off, man. Why he carrying two belts? Beats the fuck out of me. But the TNT Championship on TBS.
I
um,
got nothing.
I got some. I thought everything went well. The fact that we finally got Andrade inside the mix at the end of that,
That he would be the next TNT champion.
Oh, there's Andrade.
Oh, man.
like, I'm with it. Finally, we gonna have something with Andrade. Now, don't get me wrong. If he does, go ahead and challenge for the TNT title, I gotta see that. But I gotta see that at a pay per view. I don't
Revolution, and they fuck around and put it on Rampage.
I don't want to see it on Rampage. That's a pay per view match. You know what I'm
Look at
saying?
this.
Absolutely, you're right, JR. Sammy, title on the line, the champ's been limping. Can he hit it?
Bro, that was like Darby could bump, I mean, he sold it great, man, and
It's
he
all
had to
good.
take advantage of the situation, you know what I mean, and Sammy Hager, you know what I mean, he came with the W, you know what I mean, so Sammy against Andrade, I think is gonna be a you know hell of a match, you know what I mean, and they at least let him go, and they don't have no time restrictions.
No, not at all. Not at all. Like, I'm with that. Like I said, I need that match to be on pay per view because I feel like they give away too many pay per view matches on doing the week. Like that reminds me of WCW when Eric Bischoff would put like a pay per view match on a Monday Night Nitro. Yeah, I understand tuning in trying to get the ratings, but you got to save some of these bangers for the pay per view, and and let that play out there. Like that's gonna get your buys up. But
Yeah.
yeah, I got to see
Oh,
Andrade versus Sammy. Like I think that's gonna be real good.
yeah, that's gonna be a banger. But man, let's talk about we're gonna skip Thursday, but we're gonna stay on that Thursday theme. You know what I mean? By the way, talk your shit Thursday coming at you. The next interview. We'll release it soon. No surrender on Saturday night, man. Shout out to the Casanova for coming through for the crew, man.
I'm just gonna skip like straight to the end, and I'm gonna be like, I can't help it because it was just the match that I didn't expect to happen the way it did. Jay White turns on the
Yeah,
Gorillas of Destiny, and basically is backing Gallows and Anderson again, like back in the Japan days. So
yeah.
that was kind of a shocker right there. I mean, but that was probably my favorite match of the night, honestly.
Yeah, we should have built it up to that one, but since you just want to blurt it out,
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my God! What the hell is going on? A Blade Runner from.
you know, and
Damn
the
you,
thing
Jay
you see,
White.
Chris Bay, like, what happened?
He's like,
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you sucker, but you know what I mean?
What the hell just happened? Magic Killer.
On Tamatanga too, you know what I mean? One of the originals, you know what I
Yo,
mean? But
hold
wait,
on.
hold on,
Hold
what's going on
on.
here? Hold
Hold
on,
on.
hold on. Is this the illest in Nebraska?
No,
Yo, what up?
sorry.
Yo,
hey.
What up? What's going on?
Okay, here we go. Here we
oh
go.
my God, man, you just came into, you know what I mean? Throw it up one time. Throw it up one time. You know, okay. that was not expected. I didn't expect, to Tamatanga be the one taking the pin also. Um, yeah, that definitely was kind of like a bummer, but then at the same time, it was like, okay, I like it. It was something different, you know. Yeah,
Yeah,
that perfect view was kind of confusing.
It was, but look, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you're listening to the show, if you're watching the show, once again, sliding through where he fit in and always where he get in, it is Dom in the building representing Powerbomb Jitsu. What's going on,
yeah, I would look some shoes, but they're in the other room like Fat Joe.
man? Yo, my dude over here looking shoes. I'm like, can't do it. But I know you
Yeah,
call. I know you call a little bit of that no surrender card, man. Like, mm, I don't even know, bro.
I feel like it's
yeah, man. So
the night of turns. Like everybody get turned on.
Yeah, you couldn't trust nobody doing no surrender.
nobody. Yeah.
Like we also had to go down that. I mean, to actually backtrack. Let's go ahead and backtrack. So
Let's start. No, hold on. Let's start this one right here. They started the show with this banger right here. You know what I mean? Chris Bay. You see how what's he been doing? Jay Sutton, Mike Bailey, Speedball, right? That's how they call him. You know what I
speed.
mean? Yeah, they did his thing. You know what I mean? So check this out.
You can't do that, not in a fatal four-way, not in a match with these characters in there, not with these guys. And boom!
Oh, Mike Bailey with a moonsault off the top rope.
You know, like
That was dope.
that match came out from the gate, and it's like they had it. I was kind of surprised because they had Trey Miguel wrestle in the pre-show, and I'm like, what the fuck? You
Right. And
know?
he's like ex division champion, which that didn't make any sense.
Yeah,
Exactly. So
why would you put your exhibit? But then again, we've seen stranger things in the E before. But I'm just saying, like that's the X Division champion. Like he's supposed to be on the card. But
yeah,
yeah, you had him going up against John Skyler. I mean, I understand why I was on the pre-show now because of that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying that's the X Division champion. But Jake something ended up coming out on top, so we got a new number one contender.
yeah. Jake Sutton, he be popping. He be popping on OWA too. You know,
Oh yeah, yeah.
he be
Jay
there.
Jay something is a staple of Ohio Wrestling Alliance or whatever.
What
But
about this match, man? What's your thoughts, guys, on intergender matches now? And you know, what I mean, on a pay per view.
I think there's nothing wrong with a little violence. Sometimes you have to you got to walk up and shake it one time. Kind of. If you got an old school TV, like you had to shake it sometime to get the picture straight. Sometimes you got to shake them one time. I don't know, but I ain't have a problem with the match, not at all, because you know what you signed up for. Like intergender matches are big on the indies. Like
Yeah, we see that. That's a regular night.
yeah, that's a regular night in office. Like shout out to Jocelyn, Isaiah Brunner. They just had one at Black Wrestlers Matter 3. They end up going up against each other.
That's
But
Yeah.
pure against the guardrail. I was like, yikes.
yeah, yo,
Get
yo,
a little love sometimes, you know.
yeah. Sometimes you gotta express yourself. But nah, I wasn't mad at it. I mean, Matt Cordona, the man of many belts, the man who carries all these championships, wrestling's new Thanos. I guess you can call him that because he just collecting belts from everywhere.
Yep, until Cody takes them off from him.
Yes, I did say Jocelyn. Yes, Jocelyn. Jocelyn and no, not you. Jocelyn Navarro, the wrestler. She had a match against Isaiah Brunner this past weekend. Go check that out. But no, Matt Cordona still coming out on top, still repping the championship. I think it's a smart idea by Impact to have the title around his waist with everything that he's doing. I mean, the man's an NWA champion. So why wouldn't you have him around here collecting belts? Like I'm with it. Let it keep going. Like maybe it's some type of partnership, or I could say some more of a partnership in seeing something happen with the NWA. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention, remember what's the place?
Billy Corgan.
Yeah, Billy Corgan. But not only that, didn't what's the name just challenge for the NWA championship at his rematch?
Nick Aldis.
Nick Aldis. So maybe we can have some type of interaction back in Impact because remember he used to work for Impact. I think his name was Magnus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's in the British Invasion and all that with a dude, Big Rob Terry.
Yo, Big Rob. I just remember he was swole, but he couldn't wrestle.
Yeah, he was he was
Yeah, he
ass.
couldn't wrestle for lit.
Nah, not
Yeah.
at all.
But then we had this match. It was that view so much, but Dona gave me just enough with Jordan.
That's enough, Jordan. He was powerful, but too much overpower. I mean, but yeah, that's the whole thing. Like he's supposed to be the quote unquote heel. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I understand where you're coming from, but that's what we get out of an energy in the match, like 9 times out of 10. It's to make the heel get over more, as this evil asshole or whatever. But go ahead, Cheech.
Uh, oh no, I was gonna say this match. Um, it seems like he had I know it's recorded, but he worked. He was on TV pretty much all this week. You know what I mean? Eric Young against Jay White. I thought it was a pretty good put together match. And Eric Young for a minute, I thought that he was gonna go over, but it was obvious who was gonna go over on that match. You know what I mean? So, what was your thoughts of Jay White popping in?
Go ahead, Dom. What you think about Jay White going up against Eric Young?
Darrell watched the pay per view, so I watched like some of the highlights of it.
Okay, you watched some of the highlights. Did you
Yeah,
catch this highlight?
I seen some of it though. I mess with Jay White though, and it's so like I'm so happy now that like American fans are getting to see him in the light.
Mm.
Yeah, that's real because a lot of people, unless you follow New Japan, like you didn't know who Jay White was, like especially to the newer people. You know what I'm saying? But this is good. I mean, obviously Eric Young is like the gatekeeper of Impact Wrestling. So anybody who needs to come through the door, you got to go through him, and he basically gets you over. But yeah, it was a well put together match as far as that goes. But Jay White with that Sister Abigail, like
That's
I like
vicious.
his. I
What he calls it? The blade, the switch something. I forgot the
Wait,
name
it's
of it.
not the switchblade, or the kill switch is Christian move.
I
No,
think it's
no,
called
Yeah,
the Blade. I think it's called the
something.
Blade Runner.
Yeah, the Blade Runner, I believe, something like that.
Yeah, Blade
Yeah,
Runner. That's what's called.
well,
yeah,
whatever.
but
All I know is it looked better than the Sister Abigail.
yeah,
I'm a
yeah,
big Bray Wyatt fan.
yeah. Well, moving along to the next match. Man, I was hoping our girl will pop off with the W, but Tasha Steeles because Mickey James. Mira, mira, mira.
Yeah, Dickie James or Milfy James.
Milfy James. Yeah, that like I know it wasn't gonna happen, but
It
it
should
would have
have
been
happened
nice.
because she would have been like, if she would have won, she'd have been like the second person of color to win the belt.
Oh, and that
Yeah,
don't happen
Yeah,
more too
because
often.
Awesome Kong was the first African American woman to win the Impact Women's Championship.
yeah. Mickey
Milfy James.
thicker than a McDonald's milkshake, thicker than Dairy Queen's Blizzard.
It's kind of Jerry Queen Blizzard though.
Bruh, I don't even know which way to go with this one, bruh, because there's so many. Like I can
Right.
keep going. Like you got the one with the Snickers. I mean, thicker than the Snickers.
Yeah, so like, what
Yeah,
do you classify her as? Like, little flavor in there, little flavor in there.
Yeah, a little flavor in there. You got to put
Thick,
sun in.
thick as peanut butter, man.
There we go.
Woo! Yo, well that one, unfortunate, Tasha for me, she didn't come on top, but
I,
Mickey, what was that?
I was, I was a little disappointed because I kind of wanted the first ever, the first ever person
Slash
to
Boricua.
to ever win Ultimate X match to qualify for a
And get the
championship
belt.
match. Like I would have liked the payoff to be for her to win the
win.
match, but unfortunately, that didn't happen. But I understand what Impact is doing. I mean, right now, Mickey James she's hot. She's hot right
Yeah,
now.
kiss the
So,
face.
yeah, she's the face of far as Impact Wrestling goes, and she has a lot of behind the scenes
NWA.
with
She's still
NWA.
champion there too.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
she holding titles. I
Well,
ain't mad.
another I was gonna say, this match I thought it was gonna be the main event, and it, caught me by surprise that it wasn't. You know what I mean? Moose versus W Morrissey. Man, there was a lot of botches in this match, wasn't it, Casanova?
Yeah, I mean, some of the spots, man, were a bit off. But
Yeah.
for the majority of the match, I mean, it was just a hard hitting match. I mean, they made it look better than going to an indie show and seeing it in person. They made it look like some 5-star hard hitting type of strong style type match. I mean, these guys were really beating the fuck out of each other.
No, and the thing they, whenever they have a little, let's say, miscommunication, like they rebounded quick. And
Yep.
this JT, you could speak on this. That's two big men. There's two beefy men in that ring. You know what I
Clash
mean?
of the Titans.
Look, tell me this. Look, check this athleticism by these two gentlemen.
Oh my God. Moose is back up. Moose is back up with Morrissey.
The absolute athleticism, and now looking to hoist Morrissey up. The 7-footer looking to fall.
Listen.
Superplex. That's
Listen.
ill.
Two big meaty men slapping meat in that
Slapping
ring, right? Listen, bro. First of all, did you see Moose legs twerking up there? Like the back of his legs just a shaking. Like go back to the clip. Watch his legs. Watch his legs on the clip. Watch it real quick.
Oh my God. Moose is back up. Moose is back up with Morrissey.
The absolute athleticism, and now looking to hoist Morrissey up, the 7-footer, looking to fall.
Yo,
He was like, oh man, my legs.
hey,
Like, he's shaking real bad.
Listen, them legs was shaking like a leaf during winter, bro. Like, legs was shaking, but he did pull the move off, which the move was spectacular. I mean, like I think he's 7 foot tall. You can't teach that, and then you have Moose, which is another superior athlete. I mean, like football.
You read
Hello.
that?
Moose was shaking like a newborn buck.
Moose was shaking like the first time you get twerked on at the club. You know what you're doing, and you're backing up like, oh shit, there's somebody to hold you up.
Hey, look, the move got pulled off though. Like it looked good, but man, I don't know if it was the ropes or the weight, but them legs was moving, boy. But
Yeah.
the match itself, like Casanova said, there was a couple, not a couple. There was a handful of, botch spots, but what's wrestling without botch spots? That's I kind of enjoy watching them because it makes me get back into perspective. Like, hold on, wait a minute, you're trying to tell me that they were trying to do something and it didn't happen? Like, but Moose ends up retaining. I'm a little bit. I'm like you on this sheet. Like, why didn't that main event? This is your heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
But I understand you needed the twist to close out the show.
Yeah, I didn't even know this that twist that we talking about, that they were actually going to close the show. But, since you mentioned it, the no honor no more,
Definitely a
against
twist with
Dane's
this one.
Impact. It was a night of twist, like 2 for $1, right? 2 for $1. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't care. It's always good seeing Kenny King in the ring, but man, definitely wasn't expecting this.
Oh my God!
What? Zoinks!
Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I wasn't expecting it at all, but I am pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that everyone that was probably watching it at home was just as shocked as everyone else. You know what I'm saying? Like that right there, I wasn't expecting, but he is a ROH original.
Yep.
So, you also gotta look at that fact. When he was with the Wolves and all that stuff. So,
Yeah, even you could talk about Red Dragon. You know what I mean? Like that was one of the first big uh feuds once they arrived to Ring of Honor. It was against the American Werewolves, I think they were the call or something like that. Him and David Richards. David Richards out here showing his bean on shit on Twitter. Hey, wild, son.
he over the wilding, but I'm pretty sure like everybody in the back, Scott Demore probably looking at Edwards like,
What the fuck, y'all? God damn! God damn!
like, bro, are you serious? Like, but
A lot of pissed people, man.
a lot of people were mad about that. But look, you couldn't trust nobody at No Surrender. There were so many turns. Like this pay-per-view had more turns than the Big Show.
Yeah, look at this. Look at Chris Bay, loving it.
He's like, yeah, I'm just here, but I hope they don't turn on me next. Put around my account.
Listen, we've seen what happens to black folks in stables like that. I mean, let's not forget about what happened to Booker T with Shawn Michaels and NWO. Yep. One of these things is not like the other. Hold on, let's talk about. Whoa. but I wouldn't mind it though. I wouldn't mind it. But Chris Bay and Bullet Club, like, I just got to see
Well,
where this goes.
Uh,
yeah,
I
but
don't know,
yeah,
man.
man. Oh well, so I guess you know what we hear, the Elimination Chamber on Saturday.
Your blood
Uh,
chamber.
what is it? A
Oh,
Prime Premium.
It's called blood chamber.
Yeah.
blood.
Man, I don't really have the graph of the first match, but what you guys thoughts on the? You know, they opened the show with Goldberg versus
I think
Roman.
kind of the pre-show was, I think, Miz versus Rey
Rey
Mysterio.
Mysterio.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
the crowd was getting hyped from like the littlest things of like they were so excited for Rey Mysterio.
yeah. Rey Mysterio is still that icon, man.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio is legendary out here.
Yep, he got that.
He got that cartoon money.
Mm-hmm.
JJ said she didn't watch it. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I didn't catch all of it either because I was busy downtown. But I will say this. Um, a lot of people thought that after the match, what he said after he took that L, he was like, "Is that Scott Steiner coming out?" No, no, no. But like it was like, I can, this match wasn't fair. I'm gonna have to call in one of my friends, and a lot of people thought that
It's
that,
gonna
that
be
was
Cody X.
it may be Cody X, but Roman Reigns going over Goldberg. I mean,
It
why
was good.
not?
It was good for the match how it ended. You know, he choked Goldberg
Oh,
out.
well.
I'm like, it's okay. Goldberg shouldn't wrestle no more. I'm tired of seeing old
Yeah,
WCW people if it's not Rey Mysterio wrestling anymore.
yeah, yeah. That was kind of like,
So like
you
Goldberg
know,
was sweating before he got
it
to the ring.
defeat the purpose. Yeah, they
He
might bring him again. You know what I mean for
all ass
WrestleMania.
punches too, like this.
But I don't know. Like I think that was the last match on this contract though.
Yeah, on his contract, but you know, Vince, they trying to sell them tonight. You know what I mean? They trying to. Right now, if you look for WrestleMania tickets, they selling 2 for 1. You know, buy one. You know what I mean? So it's like 2 for 1 and shit. So it's like they trying to just pack people in there.
And
Oh,
You
Goldberg's
know?
not.
it's
I
two
don't
for
think
one.
Goldberg. Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
Goldberg walking away from that Saudi Arabia money either. That's too good
Yeah,
money to walk away.
I don't know. So you trying to tell me you gonna pay me 4 million for this one match tonight? I'll take it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like,
and that's why the rumbles about Steve Austin. You know what I mean? It's a rumor, but it's a strong rumor because he's in an age right now. He probably seen Sting like, yo, Sting came out from 5 years. You know what I mean? And he doing his thing. You know what I mean? I've been out for 19. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, I could get a run for this pay. But that's the thing right now. That's bro. For one appearance, he's gonna get like a few mil.
Yep.
You know
Saudi
what I
Arabia
mean?
people love probably Stone Cold too. That classic break
No,
that they.
and that's the thing. He could do that. They could bring him over there. You know what I mean? He could get a nice little run. You know what I mean? In some matches. To me, his first match being by himself, I don't care. But they should. You know what I mean? He should be tagging with somebody else. You know what I mean? Just
I'd be disappointed
and
if they
then
Stone Cold wrestle again.
see on SummerSlam or whatever. But I don't know. Stone Cold is Stone Cold, man. You know what I mean? He's gonna, give you one of this and stunner and let's go. You know
Stone
what I
Cold
mean?
whole ass tights and shit. Like man, it's not Stone Cold.
Yeah. But yeah, well, so the second match, I think they went with the Chamber, right, for the woman.
Yeah, the women's chamber. Yeah.
Man, Alexa Bliss. We was trying to guess who it was gonna be.
Because Alexa Bliss she had a whole ass swing in her chamber. I'm like in the beginning they were hyping up like okay Liv Morgan must have win, they had like that feeling and then she got eliminated and I'm like okay it's only right that Bianca Belair wins.
And there you have it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I did predict that Bianca was going to be the winner,
Yeah, you
but
did.
but I also predicted that Oscar was gonna come back in the chamber. Well, that didn't happen at all. Where the hell is Oscar? Once again,
Wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have liked to see Oscar. I kind of miss Oscar. Oscar's baby was one of my babies, but yeah, I miss Oscar. But Kyrie Sane did she returned to stardom over the past week.
Hated it.
Ain't nobody give a fuck about that. Yeah.
Yes, well, she's happy. She's at home wrestling, so good for her.
Yeah. She's happy, man. But man, before we go to the other match, right?
Yeah.
Yo, my man took a fucking bump. Look at Corbin in the background, like, yo, my man, he ended up like that, man. Like, damn, B.
Like, I missed all this match. I think at this point, I missed all this match because I was a barbershop and I seen the highlights on Twitter. I'm like, wait a minute, this really happened?
Yo, my man, that was ill. Like when I seen that, like I cringed. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm moving, like my man look like, I'm like, yo,
his neck disappeared.
Yeah, like the
neck in my back.
And Corbin was smart because he kind of like reacted, but he took him out the ring. The dude finished the match. A lot of people, is mixed reviews. Like it should have been stopped. Because it was a strong bump. I believe he went in the back and apologized to Vince or whatever. But dude is a strong dude, I guess, because he finished the match. You know what I mean? But damn, that was a big bump.
I ain't gonna lie. When I seen that right there happen, I don't know. Like that gave me like remember when Owen Hart Tombstone Pile Driver Stone Cold.
Yes.
Yeah, and you seen his spine just go like that.
Like there was no back angle of him, but I'm pretty sure that's what that looked like. But yo, that was a scary situation. That was a very scary situation. I hope everything cool. I hope he don't have no life-threatening injury. Like I don't want the man on the shelf or anything like that. But
well, I think if he wasn't as muscular as he is, it probably would have been a lot worse because that dude's pretty much like solid muscle too.
So he had enough neck to save him.
That's crazy because most people can't get enough neck, but that's a different story.
He go even lower,
Yeah, man, and I know y'all was pumped to see this match.
Oh yeah, right.
No, I was at the barbershop still getting my hair cut, so my barber was running behind. So I was like,
well, the match never happened.
Yeah, I heard.
It
was like no contest, right? There was fighting.
Yeah, the Usos just came out and basically fucked him up.
It was pointless to even announce it and not even have a fight. There was some people. It's funny. Some people be like, "Oh, yeah, went all the way over there and I didn't have a match." Like they got paid.
They got paid money.
Whoever went over there, they got paid. So if they don't use them, they still got paid. They good. You know what I mean?
My whole thing is like you sat there and you advertised this match to happen, and it didn't happen, and you had all this build on SmackDown for the match, and then we get there and it doesn't happen. So I'm kind of like,
what was the reason? I had a reason. What was the reason? What was the reason?
I just explained the reason.
What was the reason, bitch?
I don't need to explain myself to you. And
what was the reason?
Like real talk, like that was probably like Jimmy and Jay and Yeah, that was kind of like Jimmy and Jay and the Viking Raiders reaction, like probably once they got the siding and everything, putting on their gear, like all right, so about that match, bro, and change of plans.
I'm like, 6'5" for a night, take it easy for a night. This is what we're doing.
Light work. Don't worry about it.
I think like the Viking Raiders won like a number 1 contender match a couple weeks ago just to go over there and get some easy money. I'm like, should I take it?
Listen, I'll take it in a heartbeat. Like, I'm
going to work. Here's your paycheck, Dom. Go home. Shit, all right.
Oh,
on
bitch.
Friday, On a Friday
Listen,
too?
I'm in
You
the
know?
back. I'm in the back, like, hey, have you tried the hummus? This is some good hummus. It's like, you gonna finish that, bro? Like, I'm in the back. I'm enjoying myself. Like that big payday, and I ain't got to take no bump. Hey, man, pass me the potato salad real quick. It's like I'll be in the back eating good. I'm not even worried about it. But you know,
Let's give Sean to Shorty, Naomi. You know what I mean?
Okay.
She she did her thing.
I
What were your thoughts?
I was at the barbershop during this match, but I seen this match while I was waiting because my barber was running late at this point, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch it. So Ronda Rousey comes out with a gi on, and I'm like, man, Ronda Rousey probably got dirty feet, number one, out there. And then like these bodysuits were good though, so like it was good watching the women out there now like improve from when they first went out there from the t-shirts to the bodysuits. So that was cool.
Yeah, they had 2 matches. You know?
Yeah.
Yo, like that's a lot of progression, but I didn't like the match stipulation.
The one hand tied behind her back.
Yeah, because she didn't even have something like she was fine, right? Sanja.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like dumb.
Yeah, I didn't like the stipulation though. Like I thought that was like I thought it was real stupid. Like, okay, so we gonna tie her arm behind the back. I mean, it's not like nothing that we never haven't seen before. I mean, we've seen it with Austin, we've seen it with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't mad at it, but I was more happy that we got Naomi inside. Yeah, that part, but to have her just on pay-per-view and not like some squash match or whatever, or having her getting eliminated at Royal Rumble. Like,
because at one point I thought they're gonna have Naomi actually take the pinfall though.
Yeah, I mean that part wouldn't have surprised me if it did happen because you know they've been shitting on her so much, but it's about damn time my girl getting her shine and she getting it overseas at that. So I know payday was big. I'm happy for her. Get paid, young, get paid. But that chamber match, but no, before that, hold on. This are we at the chamber match? I think we should be, right?
I mean, we are. I just kind of we skipped on that one. The only thing we don't have graphics for
I'm cool.
For the chamber and Becky Lynch against Lita, which Lita looked good. You know what I mean? She showed out, and the people was behind her. But I don't think that's the last time we will see her though.
Who, Lita?
Yeah, I think she ready.
Listen, you think that's gonna be the last time you gonna see Lita after that payday?
That check, she's back.
She back. What you mean? I'm right back.
I'm right back. Just don't show the thumb, Lita, or you get killed out here. You can come back.
She coming right back. What you mean? Like real talk. But yeah, seeing Lita, seeing Naomi. Oh my God. But I was kind of shocked that, you know, Lita didn't win the match because I thought that would have been like even bigger going into WrestleMania. Like, don't get me wrong, Becky versus Bianca Belair is a good match. But what about a Bianca Belair versus a Lita?
That'd been nice. That'd have been like a completely curveball. Like, yo, this really happened, and I'm like, I'm more intrigued of this match. Like, okay, these two styles clashing would be pretty dope.
Imagine if we would have got that style of a you know, a Lita versus Bianca Belair, or even if they did a triple threat match when you had, you know, Becky Lynch injecting her rematch clause and, you know, or whatever, but Bianca's still in the picture because she won that match. Like, that'd have been dope. Like, either way. But I'm not mad at .com. I just know that we probably gonna see Lita at we definitely gonna see Lita at SummerSlam. We definitely gonna see her probably at Survivor Series. Like I don't think it's just one and done like that. The money's too good right now. I mean, this is a billion-dollar company at this point. Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah.
So the money's too good for not to come back. But that chamber match, the main event, that right there.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot, man. I had it too, and I forgot to put it up too
Yeah,
late. But
my barber finally cut my hair, and I was at home for this match.
a play-by-play from the barbershop. Oh man, yo, that was a hell of a bump. That gave me, the wrestling video game vibes. You know what I mean?
Like some SmackDown versus Raw,
Yeah.
ECW, or
Like if they don't add that this time, you know what I mean? They missing out. You know what I mean? I don't think they did that just cause. But damn, Austin Theory. If you think about it, the last person. The only thing I didn't like, of course, Brock Lesnar coming out and just. For one time, I thought he was gonna have a face off with Riddle, but he just came out and just clean house. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man.
But the thing I don't like what the Bobby Lashley part. Like Bobby Lashley got hurt with the spear or whatever. I was like,
that's the thing. It's like that he got hurt at the Rumble, or it's he's really hurt.
Right.
Oh, he's not really hurt, but it's just the storyline, which is like fuck, man. So it's like
unless that happened, I'm like, okay, I see where this is going now.
Do you see him?
I'm like,
perhaps they adding him?
No, I don't think so. Nope.
Okay, so here we go. Here's the skinny, right? So apparently he's hurt. And he got hurt from the Rumble match. His shoulder. He could be out anywhere from 4 to 6 months. So that's what's floating around online. Storyline related, they're saying that okay, because of who was it, Austin Theory that got slammed into his pod.
Yeah.
Because of him getting slammed into the pod was it caused him to go through concussion protocol. But Bobby Lashley never got pinned and lost his title.
He's still my champion.
I don't know if y'all saw or heard about pretty much every black wrestler.
Yeah.
Black wrestler.
Like, oh, you're black. Let's kill him.
Yeah, like, oh boy.
Sin Brock. Hey, that little fuck Sin Hook. Sin Brock. Is that a black champion? Somebody call Brock. It's like
Brock,
it didn't happen. All of them.
Brock on the phone, like, wait, that's a black champion? I'm a boy.
I think we all called it though that Brock Lesnar was going to go over in this match. It was just a feeling in the room.
But I didn't though. I thought Roman Reigns was going to interfere and cause some fuckery to set that match up down the line. But I'm like, nope. This is going. Bobby got hurt.
There's one other choice.
I'm like, Brock just take the belt at this point.
Yeah, but I'm not even mad. I'm disappointed.
Either.
I'm disappointed that we don't got the Almighty going into WrestleMania with the WWE Championship once again. Like that's what I was looking forward to. Was Lashley going into WrestleMania with the title and everything, but of course, I mean, he's hurt, kayfabe, and he's legit hurt. Real life. So I understand it happened at a bad time. Especially with Mania literally next month. I mean, because don't nobody count March at all. But it's crazy. But I'm kind of.
You ain't lying. That's right.
I'm mad at it. Like I'm really mad at this point though. Like, why do we have to have a title for title winner takes all match?
Well, the only thing I could agree on that I think them belts should have been merged. You know what I mean, a long time because once they did the draft, oh, okay, cool. But once the rules from the draft went out the window, it don't make no sense to have two champions. Because if it's like that, just have them. You know what I mean? Go to show to show. You know what I mean? Like you got Sigler going to NXT, you got Ciampa being on Raw, and it
But
seems like you know.
people on both shows just to have one main, like one heavyweight champion. You know what I'm saying?
No, but that's the thing that major belt shouldn't be defended all the time. You know what I mean? It should be like a tag team. So right there, you have some type of a winning stat, like you know what I mean? Not like AEW, but like the more you win, it puts you in that. Or do tournaments and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's like 300 people.
They ain't no
That's
300 people. They let go like 300 people.
okay.
But they
Okay,
still got a
so
whole bunch of people though.
they got a whole bunch of people, and then on top of that, you gotta understand, like out of those whole bunch of
Oh,
people, let's say that on both brands, we probably see 50 to 75 of the singles wrestlers trying to get to the WWE Championship or the Universal Championship, and we probably say out of that we probably have like maybe 10 main people that may be actually legit to actually go after the title. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you trying to balance that between Raw and SmackDown and having these two rosters, it's going to be kind of even more hard to even build stories like for a lot of these people. Like a lot of people don't get more lost in the shuffle because it's like I said, it's already too many people there as it is, and to have just one main champion, that's my big issue. Like I don't think it's going to work, and if it does work, it doesn't work out for too long. I mean, look what happened with the winner takes all with the whole entire match with Ronda Rousey and Becky and Charlotte with the winner takes all. I mean, she carried both titles. She was on both shows for what probably less than a year, and then boom, the titles went back to its separate shows. So I'm not sure how long it's gonna last, but I don't like the idea because it's just too many wrestlers just to have one champion of the whole entire company.
Yeah, and then it's hard for like the next person or even care about certain feuds because it's not for the belt. And then what's the payoff for them? Like, what, you're not even going to get a title shot because these two belts are over here, or this belt's over there, or this person got the belt feuding with this guy.
Yeah. I mean, but I don't know. For some people, it's like, yes, it's about damn time. But for some people, it's like, nah, we kind of need those two separate championships. And then you got to look at Fox and USA. It's like, I think I actually think it's good that Fox has their champion, and NBC Universal / USA they have their main champion. Like I kind of like that idea because you're kind of fighting at this point with the other company to see how many people who's going to bring in who.
Yeah, but I don't know. You know what I mean? Let's see. But it's just the way everything went about. If everything would have gone according to plan, that match would have happened and day one and all that. To me, things would have been a lot different. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, Bobby Lashley, what I mean, he's injury prone. You know, maybe they saw that and pulled the trigger. Like, nah, you know what I mean? It's just so many things that could have happened. You know what I mean? So that day one thing, Roman not participating, it's just the domino effect. It just screw everything up. You know what I mean?
It
So
really did. It really
yeah,
did.
it really
Every
did.
that was like not even a domino effect. Like what's the name of that movie? The butterfly effect.
Yes.
Like literally, like everything just kind of like but that shows you that the company revolves around Roman. That's just what it is. Like Roman Reigns is the guy in WWE, the longest reign in 36 years or something like that. So 500, what was it, 506 or 536 days? Uh,
Yeah.
he's been champion. But yeah, I mean, but that's the thing. Do you really want to have just one main guy to be the guy with the belt? Because if he goes down, the ship goes down, which goes back to the point of you need those two champions just in case.
No, if one will go down, next one up. You know what I mean? Like the way they would do it all the time. No interim belt. When the fuck you heard the interim belt? They didn't have that shit on wrestling. You know what I mean? You're not there. Boom, the next one up. You know, they do a tournament. You know what I mean? That's the best thing that could happen. You know what I mean? A la King of the Ring. You know, which is one thing that you know what I mean. They should have had done a lot better. You know, when it comes to that. But you know, let's see what happens and who actually end up on top. You know what I mean? If it's gonna be Roman Reigns or Brock, but Brock is just there, for the payday. That's it. You know what I mean? But
But
that time.
here's the thing. I understand why. I mean, this is what their sixth time selling us this match, Brock versus Roman. So I do understand why they're making it different. You know what I'm saying? It's the same reason why that they made it different when Cena went up against Brock for both for the title. The thing about this is, okay, we're trying to sell you on a first time ever. There's never been Universal Champion versus WWE Champion winners take all, and
At
it's never
WrestleMania.
at WrestleMania too. So that's a first time ever type of ordeal. So I understand
Oh,
why.
they love that.
I,
they, they,
I understand this shit.
yeah. But yeah, man. But pretty much, man. We went through, you know, everything that happened throughout the week. The Rumbles. One thing, I guess, we now know, which I think it should be only him. The Undertaker being inducted to the Hall of Fame. Um, all right, real quick vote. Should he go by himself or with a class? Casanova.
Undertaker's a one man army. I mean, should just be like that. I mean, straight up.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you think, Dom? You think Undertaker should go? Should he be the only person in the Hall of Fame class for this year?
This Undertaker, is huge, so he got that much clout to do it.
He does. He really does. But like with every Hall of Fame, there's always going to be a class. I mean,
Yeah.
let's be real. Jordan deserved to be in the Hall of Fame by himself, but he came in with a class too.
Yep.
But nah, absolutely no way. I think yes, he does have the legacy. He does have the clout. He has everything to go along with it to say, listen, I'm here by myself. I should be the only name here for Hall of Fame. I don't care who you put next to me. At the end of the
Ain't
day,
nobody coming to see you, Otis.
they came to see me. They came to see the Undertaker. So I understand that, but I do think
Everybody gonna get shadowed. You know what I mean? Whoever comes is gonna be overshadowed by the Undertaker. You know what I mean?
But that happens with most Hall of Fames.
But that's the thing. There's only one Undertaker. It's only one Undertaker.
There's only one Undertaker, but that happens every Hall of Fame with whoever the larger name is. Like for instance, the NWO went into the Hall of Fame. What was it last year? Does anybody remember who else was inside the class of 2021 Hall of Fame?
Was it British Bulldog?
Rob Van Dam.
Rob Van Dam was with the 2020, I believe, or 2021, whatever. But the Hall of Fame, they're trying to bring people out because you said they got the ticket sale there. There's also a ticket sale for I think they're going to be holding the Hall of Fame and SmackDown on the same night.
Yeah, that Friday. So it's like an hour or so. And it's gonna be. How many people are gonna hold there? But to me, it should be like a respect, you know what I mean, for him, you know what I mean, for the Undertaker, because it's gonna be hard, you know what I mean. Like you said, and nobody came to see you, Otis. You know what I mean? It should be him. Give him the proper send off that he deserved. He was just popped up at a Bad Bunny concert the other day. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
and those are the
that's
American
big.
Badass version too.
Yeah. And he was like, keep making us proud. So he, you know what I mean? Bad Bunny, baby.
Yeah, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it, but I would say that if you're trying to bring the people out, the Undertaker alone is enough to sell out a arena for
Yeah.
Hall of Fame. But I say don't miss the opportunity because there are people that have not been inducted into the Hall of Fame that should be.
Okay, big point. And I'm gonna stop you there. Because that's the thing. They're gonna run out of all the wrestlers. So who's gonna induct? You feel me? So what better time to? Because they a few years ago, not a few years ago, last year I think they combined 2 years, two classes. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
they had to.
Okay, so this time around, by just having one person, that's all the people that get the shine on other years. You know what I mean? You have more people to spread it throughout the years. You know what I mean? Because I think they're just gonna run out of people doing that.
No, you can't run out of wrestlers. It's way too many of them. What are you
Who? But
talking?
I'm saying at that time, you know what I
They
mean?
got people like Vader, who's still in the Hall of Fame.
Vader, Bam
Okay.
Bam Bigelow, Umanga's not inside there. I mean, there's
Some
just
people.
Umaga,
Umaga.
Umaga's a Hall of Fame. You think he's a Hall of Fame?
Why not? Why
Well, I'm
not?
asking you. What is? I don't know. Who did he beat?
Who did he beat? What are you talking about? No, but no. He should definitely be inside there. But like going back to what you said with Vader, Vader should have been inside there. Bam Bam should have been inside there. What's the name of the cat who's not inside the Hall of Fame from
The Demolition.
Demolition's not in. You can keep going on with the list of names. So I think if you're gonna do something like that to really set the city off or to really set the event off, why not put an Undertaker inside there along with along with a Vader, along with a Bam Bam, along with a Demolition?
No.
Why not?
God damn it, no.
What you
They're
what
gonna do it before it's too late before these guys die and be just
The fuck are you talking about?
all I'm saying at the end of the day, does Undertaker deserve to go in the Hall of Fame by himself? Absolutely, 100% he does. But so did Michael Jordan, and he was inside of a class.
Man, that's NBA, man. NBA just come on, man. That's apples and oranges, bro.
Hall of Fame is Hall of Fame.
No, because this place don't even have a physical Hall of Fame. Oh, let's go to the Hall of Fame. Where is it at?
But they put people in the Hall of Fame that shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. At the same time, like they put Chris Bosh in the Hall of Fame. I'm like, he's good, but it was too soon.
Yo, that's your twin, man. What you talking about, man?
And then they put, who else? Like Yao Ming, okay, he's a Hall of Fame. Like it was too soon.
Yeah, definitely too soon. But I guess he had a whole country behind him. How many? You know what I mean? Millions and millions. But quick question before we go out. We go because it's almost that time. Who should induct the Undertaker?
Paul Heyman.
Teddy Long.
Teddy Long.
I am going to run with probably the person that gave him the greatest match of his career.
Mick Foley?
No.
Kane?
Shawn Michaels.
Oh, okay. To me, it should be a fucking hologram of Paul Bear.
So, a hologram of Listen, WWE is not about to put no hologram of Paul Bear for the same.
They actually kind of did that last time that he retired in the ring. They had the whole, like little hologram of him, and you know he kind of did the whole where he puts his hand up in the air like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I can
Yeah, so you
see
got Teddy Long player?
you got to
I'm
take it
saying
long.
Heyman because Heyman was the guy that brought him out a long time ago when he was just Mean Mark.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, the
I'm
Godfather. Let's go with the
Well,
Godfather.
that's the thing. Like, I was gonna holla Savio. I'm like, oh, well, I guess you be going to Dallas, huh? You know what I mean? Back at it again. BSK. That's the thing. They should have all the BSK members have a speech. You know, that's the thing. That's why it should be all by himself. They should have multiple people speak on different parts of the career of the Undertaker. You know what I mean? To me, that'll be a little fascinating.
That would be fascinating, but guess who else? Guess who else needs to be inside the Hall of Fame? That's not in the Hall of Fame. Savio Vega. There we go. So that's another
Yeah,
one. So why not?
definitely.
BSK.
So why not do a Savio? Why not do Undertaker? And why not go down and get Umanga and get Bam Bam and get Vader?
Man, like 3 of them
That's
guys
what's
are
up.
dead. They're all like 3 dead people.
That's I mean, yeah, three.
Yeah, next year.
I mean, it's always next year, but I don't know. If they
No.
do just one person, then it'll be different. But then again, did they do that with Andre when Andre passed away?
Well, he was the first one. He was the first inducted to the Hall of Fame, and I think that's why they kind of decided to do it. But I'm gonna go with somebody that's gonna be there that pretty much been his best friend, whatever. I'm gonna say Kane is gonna induct Glenn
Okay,
Jacobs.
all
I
right.
mean, Mayor Glenn Jacobs.
Mayor Kane and
Mayor Kane.
nah, that's cool. Like I could definitely see it. But other than that, look, we had rumors.
Sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
Yeah, I think it is about that time. So with that being said, look, ladies and gentlemen, first things first, I definitely got to thank my man Dom from sliding through,
No problem.
representing Powerbomb Jetsu. Make sure y'all follow them on all of the social media outlets. Make sure you check out the latest episodes. If not, we gonna come see y'all. That's just what it
Yeah.
is. But real talk though. Look, we got two public service announcements, right? It stays as the same. First of all, too much negativity can have you unbalanced mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. So why not do this? Spread more positive vibes, okay? It takes very little to build someone up than it does to tear them down. Think about the logic in that message. It could be as simple as giving someone a compliment, doing a nice gesture, or you can go to whatamaneuver.net and go ahead and purchase that positive vibe only t-shirt, okay? T-shirt, hoodie, sweater, baby onesie, tank top, v-neck. We got everything that you need. But you don't have to get it for you particularly. Get it for someone else who may need it. Or pick me up. Maybe them looking down at that message of positive vibes only could change the course of the direction of their day and possibly their life. Also, look, COVID is here. It ain't going nowhere. Can't stop, won't stop. Okay, remix of the 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 remix. From DJ Drama to DJ Envy to DJ Kid Capri to DJ Who Kid to DJ Jazzy Jeff. Listen, I can keep going down with
DJ
DJs.
Clue.
Maybe
DJ Flunk.
DJ Clue, DJ Funkmaster Flex, but the message remains the same. The best way to combat COVID, to defeat it, is easy. It starts off with good hygiene. Okay, so we're gonna need y'all to do a few things. All right, let's do this. Wash your hands, but most importantly, wash your ass. Okay, tell them what they got to use over there, Miss Casanova.
You must use soap and plenty of it.
Yes, Cheech. Let the people know how they got to do this, Bobby.
Remember,
No.
from face to ass, not ass to face.
Okay.
No.
Face to ass, not ass to face. Wash your hands, okay? Wash your ass, okay? Use soap from face to ass and not ass to face. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, We out. We love. I got to get out of here like last year, but peace.
All right.
Sayonara.